This video is here to help you when calculating percentages of amounts, which can be done in only one step. The word percent means out of 100. A percentage is a way of recording the parts out of 100. For example, 100% means 100 parts out of 100 parts, which is equal to 1 whole. Let's start by looking at a visual representation of some percentages. We already have established that 100% is 100 parts out of 100, or 1 whole. 50% is 50 parts out of 100. This is the same as a half. To find 50% of a number, we halve it or divide by 2. 25% is 25 parts out of 100. This is the same as a quarter. To find 25% of a number, we halve it and halve it again, or divide by 4. 20% is 20 parts out of 100. This is the same as 1/5. To find 20% of a number, we find 1/5 of it, or divide by 5. 10% is 10 parts out of 100. This is the same as 1/10. To find 10% of a number, we find 1/10 of it, or divide by 10. 1% is 1 part out of 100. This is the same as 1/100th. To find 1% of a number, we find 1/100th of it, or divide by 100. Now we can use these facts to find some percentages of amounts. Let's start with the number 240. 100% of 240 is the whole amount, or 240. To find 50% of 240, we divide by 2. 240 divided by 2 equals 120. So 50% of 240 is 120. To find 25% of 240, we divide by 4. 240 divided by 4 equals 60. So 25% of 240 is 60. What do you notice about 50% and 25%? 25 is half of 50, and 25% is half of 50%. To find 20% of 240, we divide by 5. 240 divided by 5 equals 48, so 20% of 240 is 48. To find 10% of 240, we divide by 10. 240 divided by 10 equals 24, so 10% of 240 is 24. Look carefully at the relationship between 20% and 10%. 10 is half of 20, and 10% is half of 20%. And to find 1% of 240, we divide by 100. 240 divided by 100 equals 2.4. So 1% of 240 is 2.4. Now it's over to you. Pause and calculate the percentages of the amounts. Unpause when you're ready to check your answers. Here are the answers. How did you get on? And finally, it's time for a quick challenge. Look at these statements about the percentages of amounts, and you need to decide if they are true or if they are false. To find 1% of an amount, you can divide it by 10 and then divide it by 10 again. To find 20% of an amount, you can divide the amount by 20. To find 30% of an amount, you find 10% and 20% and then add them together. Pause here and decide which of these statements you agree with. Let's check your answers. The first statement was correct. Dividing by 100 is the same as dividing by 10 and then dividing by 10 again. The second statement is incorrect. To find 20% of an amount, you need 20 out of 100, which is equal to 1/5, so you divide by 5, not 20. The third statement is correct. You can calculate other percentages by adding or subtracting percentages. You can find out more about this if you watch the video Percentages of an Amount Multi-Step. I hope that this video has helped you to calculate simple percentages of amounts using division. If you would like to find any more videos just like this one, make sure you head to the Twinkl website to check them out. See you next time.